Could World War III be lurking around the corner? Armageddon, doomsday, the end of civilization as we know it. These haunting prospects persistently invade the consciousness of people worldwide. Are we on the brink of a devastating catastrophe? Speculation is rife about this looming threat. Analysts, academics, and everyday citizens alike find themselves gripped by unimaginable fear, trying to comprehend what such a global conflict might entail. Will it be a nuclear apocalypse or a war fought with futuristic weapons? Will ordinary people be conscripted into an army fighting on a worldwide battlefield? These are the questions that keep historians, political analysts, and ordinary individuals awake at night. Navigating the world's political landscape is like venturing through a complex maze where global powers juggle to maintain equilibrium. The 21st century maze is commanded by superpowers like the United States, Russia, and China. However, an overlooked fact persists. Wars are bankers' wars. Financial institutions, in their pursuit of profit, exert significant influence over the world economy and thus, international relations. They can sway events, shape destinies, and potentially instigate conflicts. Are we precariously balanced on the edge of a new world war? The potential downfall of the Western world and its monetary structure paints an unnerving image. The thought of societal breakdown, economic instability, and political turmoil creates a dystopian vision. In this forecasted disorder, how will it affect the ordinary citizen? The looming question remains, in a world on the brink of chaos, what role will we, the ordinary citizens, end up playing? Looking back at the two world wars provides a perspective on the current situation. The first everyone thought would be the war to end all wars. It was calamitous, born from complex alliances and rivalries among Europe's powers. A mere 20 years later, the Second World War unfolded. It was a horrific struggle, driven by diverse ideologies and the aspirations of autocrats. This violent collision of beliefs and ambitions gave rise to a level of destruction and death never seen before. World War II, which followed just 2 decades later, was a gruesome conflict fueled by ideological differences and the ambition of dictators. The world is not as simple as it once was. Our era is rife with complexities. International relations are tense, sparking war fears. Global conflicts like Ukraine contribute to this strain. Additionally, the friction between Russia and the US, two military juggernauts, escalates these fears. Amidst this chaos, a provocative emerges. Was Donald Trump a peaceful president? Can he restore tranquility? This inquiry lingers unanswered in the shifting geopolitical scene. It's a question that remains to be answered in this ever-evolving geopolitical landscape. In the past, ordinary people were conscripted into the military, becoming the foot soldiers of these horrific conflicts. The face of warfare has drastically over time. Technology has ushered in a new era. Now combat isn't confined to physical battlefields. Wars also unfold on digital platforms, impacting economies and diplomacy. Cyber warfare, economic sanctions, and diplomatic tactics are now as crucial as tanks, planes, and submarines. The shift doesn't imply the evacuation of ordinary folks from the scenario. Rather, it alters their capacity. The digital era equates information with power. The common man now wields an unprecedented influence over geopolitics. Platforms like social media and online communication systems enable us to express viewpoints, advocate for harmony, and demand accountability from those in power. The transformation is profound, as every individual can now voice their opinions, instigate peaceful movements, and question our leaders' actions. This revolution in communication allows us to ensure that our leaders are answerable for their decisions and actions. The current geopolitical landscape is significantly different from how the world was in the early 20th century. It has transformed remarkably, evolving through dynamic events and transitions, and now it presents a canvas that is painted with complex occurrences and narratives. Nevertheless, an eerie query continues to echo within the chambers of our consciousness. Are we inching closer to the brink of World War III? The future, with its cloak of uncertainty, veils the answer. Yet, it is absolutely necessary for us all to stay aware, watchful, and ready. In this ever-changing world, it is our responsibility to comprehend the intricacies of international politics and the possible repercussions of a worldwide conflict. Our leaders are at the helm, their decisions dictating the course we take. These decisions, shaped by the socio-political climate, will carve out the contours of our future world. They will determine whether we tread on a path of peace or plunge into a chasm of chaos. As common individuals, we aren't mere spectators in this grand scheme of things. We have the power to influence, to question, and to demand accountability. We can't afford to sit back idly, for our silence might resonate louder than our words. Our actions or inactions, our voice or silence, will have a monumental impact on the choices our leaders make, and subsequently, on our collective future. Therefore, we must proactively partake in shaping these decisions. The decisions that our leaders make today will shape the world of tomorrow, and we, as ordinary people, have a role to play in shaping those decisions. So, stay informed, stay prepared. As we stand on the precipice of global transformation, remember that unity is our greatest weapon. Our collective strength, the boundless potential of our united voices, has the ability to shape the future. While the world teeters on the edge, faced with the daunting of potential conflict, we mustn't be silent observers. We need to be active participants. Each act, each voice that joins the chorus, contributes to the direction we take. Whether World War III is imminent or not, our collective actions and voices can help steer the world towards a path of peace and stability.